Well, hey there. Absolum is something, I guess, but let me explain further. This impression video is gonna be a bit of a bummer because I've been playing some amazing rogue type games recently, and although this one is fun, it's not quite as fun as the others. Hold up now, wait, give me a minute, let me explain, you goddamn fuckers, put your pitchforks down. Let me start off by saying the art style, fucking incredible, man. The music is also pretty damn good, and the gameplay I also really enjoy. Beat 'em ups are not my best genre and not one that I pick up often, but I've played a few here and there. Some of the recent ones were the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, and then Streets of Rage 4, and one that I actually fondly remember that reminds me a lot of this game is Shank. And all of those I enjoyed quite a bit. I also enjoy this game quite a bit, just maybe not as much. So my biggest problem is the combos and the ability to find fun quickly and easily, just like other roguelites. For other recent games in the genre, you can feel a bit of a power spike on the regular, which keeps you hungry for that next upgrade. Absolum so far, in the roughly 8, maybe 10 runs that I've done with my buddy, haven't given me that feeling. The upgrades seem pretty minimal and not that interesting. Sure, I can have some waves that I push out whenever I use a special or I jump and land on the ground. Or maybe whenever I complete a combo, a bubble absorbs my enemy or I get some fire damage. But that's about it. I've found maybe 1 or 2 fire abilities and then a few wind abilities. Totaling maybe 10 or so options that I get to choose from. The items seem to have a bit of variety to them, but the ability upgrades are pretty lacking. Along with the upgrade tree, it's pretty small, and although I'm not extremely far into the game, there only seems to be 1 upgrade tree in the entire game. You get to choose from a few different special attacks, but none of them seem to change the gameplay all that much. Although I do really enjoy the voice acting and the music though, these impressed me from the initial trailers and they do not disappoint in the full game. Now one funny thing that I want to mention here is some of the enemies, their voices don't really match what they are. You'll have like a ghoul goblin looking guy and then they sound like a princess. It's like some very stoic woman sounding from a goblin. It's definitely funny and it takes you out of it a little bit because I'm just sitting there like, wouldn't this guy sound like some creepy monster thing? And it just sounds like some regular lady or dude standing there. But outside of that little bit of immersion breaking, it's pretty damn good. Now again, this is my first impressions and who knows, maybe after dumping a few more runs and hours into it, it can shine with the gameplay and the upgrades. But so far, I'm here for the gorgeous art, the good music, and to hang out with a friend. The progression elements have me wanting quite a bit more though, and I hope later down the road they deliver on these just a tad bit more. I'll keep playing this and we'll just have to see. Oh, I have also unlocked 1 additional character. Now with that other character, there is some variety with their abilities and their attacks, which shakes things up a little here and there, but sadly it's not really enough to shake it up too much. And it just didn't keep my excitement. Alright, now pause. Let me fix some of this because I wrote that initial part after doing a few runs with my friend, and this section after this will be after we spent another few hours playing the game doing quite a bit more runs. And with that, the game opened up a ton more than I thought it would. I didn't realize that there would be alternative paths that opened up on the regular and seemingly random at that. Something that was slightly story related to the characters back at the camp would happen and allow me to choose another path to go down. Or sometimes after doing repeated paths, you would just unlock a new one randomly after completing a specific little storyline. And that made it pretty interesting. Then it seemed that as we got further into the game without any indication, we started receiving more diverse unlocks and items. By purchasing more items from the shopkeeper on the runs, you can level him up and obtain more items or at a reduced cost. You find another NPC that also goes back to your camp that allows you to upgrade your perks during these runs. They aren't very drastic changes, and they don't really change my overall thoughts of the game to be much different, but it's better than I initially stated. It seems like some of these games are a little bit of a slow burn compared to other ones, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think that you just need to be more in the mood for it, and we have unlocked a few more characters as well that allowed for more diversity with that, but playing the game with the first few hours and not seeing that diversity, it kind of bothered me a little bit. But then after we played just another maybe 3 or 4 hours at the most, it actually opened up a lot more. It did feel a little weird, almost like we had to break through that initial slog just to get to the fun bits. But I will be playing this game quite a bit more throughout the rest of this year, and then I'll come out with a review after I'm done with it. Either way though, that's going to be it for these early impressions, and I will see you next time.